And we welcome you to the Toyota Center here in Houston, Texas. I am Vinny from vdubproductions. Productions. We're back with another exciting edition of my NBA2K26 presentation of the 2025-2026 season playthrough. It is Game 4 of the Western Conference Semifinals, featuring the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Houston Rockets as we look at the starting lineups. We have for the Thunder SGA, Dort, and then you have Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, and Hartenstein. As we look at Jalen Williams and Kevin Durant, the matchup of the game. Holiday, Thompson at the guards for the Rockets, and for the forwards you got Durant, Smith Jr., and then Sengun at center here. Rockets took the first two games in Oklahoma City, and then Oklahoma City took Game 3, winning by 22, as you see the Thunder win the tip there. Jalen Williams will shoot for the three. That's off the back iron, no good. He had 33 points in that Game 3 victory for the Thunder. We see Aaron Holiday, 15 on the shot clock. We did over to Smith Jr. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Holmgren with the rebound. SGA has it right now across to the half-court line. 15 on the shot clock. SGA finding Holmgren. Holmgren with the slam dunk in the game's first 2 points. You see Holmgren averaging 21.4 points a game during the regular season. Chet Holmgren himself had 21 points in the win against the Houston Rockets. Durant will shoot the three. That's no good. SGA grabbing a rebound. SGA with the shot. That's good. That's his first 2 points of the game. He also had 21 points with Holmgren. 4-0 already for OKC. The Thunder did not trail for a single second in game number 3. They weren't even tied outside of 0-0. Durant coming around the layup. That's good, and the Rockets are on the board. He had 32 in defeat. Feeds it over to Chet Holmgren here as we're approaching the minute and a half into the first quarter. 15 on the shot clock. SGA still coming around. He's going to come around again. SGA with the bucket. That's good. That's 4 for him already, and the lead is back up to 4 again. See SGA averaging 36.3 points on average during the regular season. Thompson feeding it over to Durant. Durant puts a shot up. That's no good. Jalen Williams coming down with the rebound. Williams had 5 rebounds in that Game 3 victory for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein, who really only averaged 4.5 points in that first round, but his average has gone up as he's actually scored a few points in this game. We see Holiday getting the rebound off the miss. The Hartenstein only had, I think, 6 points and 15 rebounds, as there's a violation called against the Thunder. 3-second violation, and that'll be a turnover against the Rockets here, because they see league leaders. Kevin Durant with 40.6 points a game. He is the league leader right now. As I mentioned, the Rockets with the turnover. Both teams had 4 turnovers each in game number 3, so both teams took care of the ball. As you can hear, Kevin Harlan, Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, I say you see them as a game commentary. You see Williams for 3, and that's his first 3 points of the game, and it's 9-2, Thunder on top. Smith Jr. is coming around. He's rejected. I believe that was Holmgren with the block. Dort has it and that's stolen by Sengun. Then Thompson feeds it over to Smith. Smith Jr. with a bucket. That's good. It's 9-4 now. Then Thompson, his brother Asar Thompson's also in the NBA playoffs with the Detroit Pistons in the season playthrough. They see Holmgren. He'll shoot the three. That is no good. Durant coming down with the rebound. KD holding on to it right now. 15 on the shot clock as we're over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. 9-4, Thunder on top here in this Game 4, this Western Conference Semifinals series. Durant will shoot the three. He'll drain the three. That's 5 for him already. 9-7, Thunder on top. Williams feeding it over to Dort. 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to SGA. He'll put the layup. That's good. I believe that's 6 for him already. You see SGA averaging 23 a game during this entire postseason. He was the league leader scoring-wise. As you see during the regular season, Holiday will miss that one. Dort will come down with the rebound. However, you have other players that are starting to contribute for a bit for this team. As you see, SGA will shoot the three. That's no good. Sengun grabbing the rebound. Jabari Smith Jr. feeds it back over to Thompson, over to Sengun. Sengun's going to get the shot up. No good. Hartenstein with the rebound. Dort coming with it now, crossing the half-court line. Defense chance here. Dort will take the shot. That's good. I believe that's his first 2 points of the game. Dort averaging 14.3 points a game, 3.3 rebounds a game, and 3 assists per game so far here in this series. They are looking to try to get him to contribute more on the scoring side. 3, 2. He has to get that shot up. If Durant does, and he'll miss that one. Dort will come down with it. SGA coming with the slam dunk. That's in there. It's already an 8-point lead for the Thunder. Durant will cross the half-court line with it. Play on. Got 15 on the shot clock. And there, Sengun get the gun and go, and he's going to go to the line shooting 2 as Hartenstein called for his first personal foul. That's the first team foul called against the OKC Thunder. The Rockets went 8 of 10 from the line in game number 3. Look at the scoring breakdown. Points off of assist 6. 10 points in the paint already for the Thunder here, and that's just only the first half of the first quarter. And Sengun will get the bucket here as we got our first substitution of the game. Tari Eason will go in for Jabari Smith Jr. Reed Shepherd also checking into the game. No, Smith Jr. is actually still out on the court. I guess he moves forward spot. He moved to another forward spot, but I know Reed Shepherd also checked into the game for the Rockets. Nobody yet for OKC, and Sengun will sink them both. 2 points for him. I believe that's his first 2 points of the game, and he had 15 in the 15 in that loss. See, Jalen Williams, Jalen Williams, he'll shoot the three. That is no good. Durant coming down with the rebound. So we're over halfway through the first quarter. Williams only has 3 points on 1 of 4 shooting and a rebound. Amen Thompson coming around. He has the slam dunk. He posterizes him. Hey, worthy enough of the AT&T connected cam. You saw SGA. I don't think he really was posterized, but he just got backed up and fell on his own volition. Either way, that dunk was still worthy enough of the AT&T connected cam. AT&T, a proud sponsor of NBA2K26. You got 14 on the shot clock. SGA, he'll shoot the three. That's no good. Sengun coming down with the rebound. Eason feeding it over to Thompson. Thompson with the layup. That's good. And 6 quick points, and the the Rockets are within 2. They have not led once at home as Holmgren will shoot the three. It's 18-13 OKC now. As we'll have our first time out of the game. 5:04 to play in the first. The Thunder leading at 18-13. We're going to take a timeout. We are back here in Houston, 18-13. Rockets on top here. Game 4 of this Western Conference semifinal series. The Rockets leading the series 2-1. As I mentioned earlier, they took the first 2 games in Oklahoma City, but Oklahoma City took game 3 very comfortably, winning by 22, led by as many as 26, and never trailed at any point in the game. Thompson feeding it back over to Eason. Eason back over to Smith Jr. here. 13 on the shot clock. Smith Jr. feeds it back over to Thompson. Got 7 on the shot clock. Thompson, he'll shoot the three. That's off the back iron. Jalen Williams grabbing the rebound here. Williams only has 3 points so far. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. And Hartenstein getting the offensive rebound. Hartenstein will get the layup. That's no good. Sengun will get the rebound there. Tari Eason feeds it back over to KD. We have Durant. But Kevin Durant, Thompson, he'll shoot the three. That's no good. Hartenstein grabbing the rebound. Feeds it back over to Lou Dort. Over to Holmgren. Holmgren with the slam dunk. I think that's 7 for him already. Holmgren averaging 16.9 points a game, 12.4 rebounds, and 1.6 blocks a game here in this postseason. Here's under 4 to play here in the first. 20-13. OKC on top. Durant. 4 on the shot clock. Hill put the shot up. That is off the back iron. Holmgren coming down with the rebound. Lugard-Stort. Feeds it back over to SGA. SGA will take the shot. That is no good. Alperen Thompson grabbing the rebound here. Under 3.5 to play here in the first. Thompson back over to Durant. Durant, he'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Hartenstein coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Lugard-Stort. Durant, 5 points on 2 of 7 shooting, 1 from 3 from beyond the arc. Hartenstein, that's good. And the lead is up to 9. Dort will get the assist there. KD feeds it back over to Tari Eason. 15 on the shot clock. Over to Alperen Thompson. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Jalen Williams grabbing the rebound there. Dort. Still finding it over to SGA. 13 on the shot clock. 2:35 to play here in the first. SGA just running around right now. And that Holmgren, he'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Alperen Thompson grabbing the rebound. 13-9. Thunder on top, rebounds wise. And there's Kevin Durant for 3. I think that's 8 for him right now, and it's 22-16 as we'll have another timeout called by the Thunder. We're going to take another timeout. 2:06 to play in the first. The Thunder lead it by 6. Coming out of the timeout here, 2:06 to play here. Let's look at the lineup set. We got Wallace, Joe, Caruso, Williams, and not sure who's out there, but I know that went too fast. We got Shepard, Thompson. Reading the lineups. Thomas Sorber, that's in for who's in for the Thunder as well. So it is a complete lineup change for the Thunder coming out. Wallace will shoot the 3. That's no good. So we got Eason, Thompson, Sengun, Shepard. And then I think we got Finney-Smith. And there's Sengun. Feed it over to Eason. He'll shoot the 3. He'll miss the 3. Kenrick Williams coming around with the layup. Caruso feeds it back over to Cason Wallace. 15 on the shot clock, under 90 seconds to play in the first. Wallace will shoot the 3. That's no good. Get over to Reed Shepard, back over to Alperen Thompson. Feeds it back over to Sengun. Sengun, that bucket is not going to fall. Wow, Sorber gets the rebound there over to Isaiah Joe. Here the defense chance right now. Thunder led by as many as 9, and that is no good right there. Eason feeds it back over to Alperen Thompson here as we're under a minute to play here. Actually, under 45 seconds to play here in the first. 22-16, Thunder on top. Sengun. We have 5 on the shot clock. And he's going to go to the line shooting 2. Sengun has already hit 2 for 2 already. Sorber will be called for his first personal foul. First team foul called against the Thunder. As we got 34.8 to play here in the first. As I said, Sengun has already been to the line twice already.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he'll sink the first one. We have the other Jalen Williams. We have both Jalen Williams is in the game, the J-A-L-E-N and then the J-Y-L-I-N. And then we got Alperen Thompson, Okogie checking into the game now. Thompson moves to point guard. And Sengun will miss the second one. Wallace has it for the Thunder, as I said. Wallace holding on to it, 10 on the shot clock. Wallace feeds it over to Kenrick Williams. Back over to Wallace. He'll shoot the 3. That's off the back iron. Shot clock turned off. Feed it over to Eason. Eason back over to Finney-Smith, and that's going to go out of bounds, but the ball will still remain Rockets ball here. Who's coming into the game now? Ousmane Dieng. Coming in for the Jaylin Williams. And for the Rockets, Capella checking into the game for the final seconds of the first quarter. Thompson over to Easton. He'll shoot the three. He'll make the three with 0.6 of a second to play. And that will do it. I believe that's a 7-0 run to end the first quarter for the Houston Rockets. But it is the Thunder on top, 22-20 at the end of one. If you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe. Don't forget to comment on this video. And we'll be back to start the second quarter right after this. Get ready to start the second quarter here in Houston. Capella will inbound it to Thompson. It is a 2-point lead for the Thunder. So it is Capella, Thompson, Dorian Finney-Smith. And we are tied at 22 now as Amen Thompson coming with the slam dunk. The Rockets shooting 8 of 22, the Thunder at 10 of 24. So we got the Jalen Williams as well as Kenrick Williams, Caruso, Isaiah Joe, and Cason Wallace. As Jalen Williams with the bucket, and the lead is up to 2. Like I said, DFS, that's Dorian Finney-Smith, Amen Thompson, Tari Eason, Okogie, and Clint Capella. As you see, there's a three-point attempt, no good. Kenrick Williams will grab the rebound. That's the 17th rebound already for the Thunder. They had a total of 54 in that Game 3 victory. And Williams will shoot the three. That's Jalen Williams. He scored the game's first 5. He scored the first 5 points for the Thunder in this quarter. Amen Thompson. 10 seconds into the left on the shot clock. Thompson coming around. Feeds it over to Easton. He'll shoot the three. That's off the back iron. Caruso grabbing the rebound. Jalen Williams holding on to this one right now. 15 on the shot clock. A minute and a half into the second quarter. 10 on the shot clock. He's going to come around with a layup, and that's good, and count it. Okogie called for his first personal foul. That's the first team foul against the Rockets here. Aaron Holiday checking back into the game for aforementioned Josh Okogie. He'll be at the point guard. Amen Thompson will be moving to the shooting guard. Jalen Williams at the line. Up, his team up by 7 already. And that is now an 8-0 run. The Rockets scored the first 2 points of this quarter, but now it's the last 8 were scored by the Thunder. And the Thunder lead it by 8. Feeds it back over to Dorian Finney-Smith, over to Tari Eason. Eason back over to Thompson. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Kenrick Williams grabbing the rebound. Feeds it over to Isaiah Joe now. He'll shoot the 2. That is no good. Thompson grabbing the rebound for the Thunder, or for the Rockets, I should say. 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Easton, over to Clint Capella. And there's a reaching foul called against Cason Wallace. That's his first personal foul, first team foul. 9:43 to play in the second, 14 on the shot clock as they're about to inbound it. Aaron Holiday. We got 10 on the shot clock. Holiday. There's Eason. He'll shoot the three. Tari Eason. And the Rockets are within 5. That ends that 8-0 run by the Thunder. Jalen Williams. He'll shoot the three. He'll make the three, and the lead is up to 8 again. That's 11 points for him already. 11-3 run in the last 2:18. All 11 of those points were scored by Jalen Williams. We've had this game where we had a stretch. I believe that was I think that was Game 5 of the Western Conference Semifinals in the first round, featuring the Thunder, the Timberwolves, and the Lakers, actually, where I think LeBron, had 15 straight points for his team as Wallace. That will end the streak of Jalen Williams scoring 11 points in a row for the Thunder, but the lead is up to 11 now after that three. That's their largest. Eason finding over to Holiday. So 3.5 into the second quarter, finding over to Dorian Finney-Smith for three. No good. Cason Wallace grabbing the rebound. Wallace Feeds it back over to Jalen Williams. That's the J.A. Williams. Williams feeds it over to Caruso. Caruso, he'll shoot from inside. That's no good. Clint Capella grabbing a rebound. Thompson. 4 minutes into the second quarter. 15 on the shot clock. Is it over to Clint Capella? 5 on the shot clock. And he'll put the shot up. That's good. Capella. We got the Thunder shooting 48%. The Rockets at 34%. As we'll have a timeout called by the Rockets. Or by the Thunder, I should say. We're going to take one as well. 7:33 to play until halftime. Thunder on top by 9. We look at the lineup set for the Thunder coming out of timeout. SGA, Caruso. I hate when it goes by too fast here. Sengun is checking back in for sure for the Rockets. That's the only change for them as we're coming out of timeout here. 36-27, Thunder on top here. Game 4 this Western Conference semifinals. The Rockets lead the series 2-1. Caruso feeds it back over to Chet Holmgren. Holmgren feeds it over to Alexander. SGA, he'll shoot the 3. That's off the back iron. Thompson grabbing a rebound. They shoot it over to Aaron Holiday. Holiday back to Tari Eason. And that's going to go out of bounds. That's a turnover right there for the Rockets. Careless turnover, by the way. You should value the ball here. We look at SGA and the league leaders for the assists a game this season. He finished 5th in the league. More substitutions coming out on the court for the Thunder. Logan Stewart checking back into the game. Then we got Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren. And I believe Hartenstein also checked back into the game. So that's the starting 5 for the Thunder out on the court. No big changes for the Rockets. Jalen Williams will shoot the 3. That's no good. Holmgren getting the offensive rebound. SGA has it now. 8 on the shot clock. SGA feeds it over to Logan Stewart. Back over to Hartenstein, over to Williams. The 2, that's Holmgren. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Easton grabbing the rebound. No points for the Thunder here. And there's a slam dunk right there. Dorian Finney-Smith getting the slam dunk on the alley-oop. Rockets within 7. They've only been tied once at 22. It's been a 14-7 run since then. Hartenstein slam dunk. Thunder at 16 of 35 to the Rockets 11 of 30. Barely shooting higher than a third of their shots. Here in the second quarter, feeds it back over to Thompson. Over to Holiday. Feeds it back over to Holmgren. Over to Thompson. We got 5 on the shot clock. Amen Thompson, and he's fouled. Logan Stewart called for the first personal foul. First team foul. Thompson going to go to the line, shooting 2. As we got 5:42 to play here in the second. 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Thompson getting ready to shoot the first one, and that is good. Kevin Durant checking back into the game. Dorian Finney-Smith going to take a seat. Durant moving to small forward. Tari Eason moving to power forward. And Thompson will miss the second one. They are missing these free throws right now. See the Rockets out rebounding the Thunder 23-17. There's a 3 by Williams, and he'll drain it. The lead is up to 11. Aaron Holiday. Feeds it back over to Thompson. Thompson puts a bucket up. That's good. Rockets within 9. As we got SGA. As we're approaching 5 minutes of play here in the second quarter. Got 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Jalen Williams. He'll shoot the 3. He'll make the 3 again. Williams with 20 points. 17 of those already here in the second quarter, I should say. As we'll have another timeout called by the Rockets here. We're going to take one as well. 4:47 to play in the second. 12-point lead for the Thunder. Timeout. Coming out of timeout, as I said, let's look at the Houston lineup. We got Holiday, Durant, Easton, Finney-Smith, Sengun. And that is it for any lineup changes here. 44-32, the Rockets lead it. So we're under 5 to play until halftime. I believe that's their largest lead is 12, I believe. Maybe they may have had a 13-point lead. We get it over to Finney-Smith. Finney-Smith, and he's rejected by Holmgren, and Holmgren just controlled it right off the block. Williams feeds it over to Hartenstein, and Hartenstein with the slam dunk, and the lead is up to 14 for the Thunder. Williams will have the assist there. I said Williams is taking over in the second quarter. I mean, he scored 11 straight points for the Thunder after the Rockets side of the game. Sengun will shoot the three. That is in and out. Dort will grab the rebound. Under 4 minutes, now 4 minutes to play until halftime. SGA finding it over to Luguentz-Dort. He'll shoot the three. He'll make the three. The lead is up to 17. And anything that you can do, they are shooting it very well right now, I should say. 17-point lead for OKC. 3:40 to play here in the second. Feeds it back over to Durant. Durant, he'll put the shot up. That's good. KD. SGA. Feeds it back over to Luguentz-Dort. 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Williams. Williams coming around, and he's going to go to the line shooting two as Easton called for his first personal foul, second team foul. Shoot for Oklahoma City. Williams, 2 shots. Sorry, sometimes it's kind of easy to mimic the PA announcer. Williams will sink the first one. I believe that's 21 for him. And he has 18 of those here as Okogie, I think, is checking back into the game. Jabari Smith Jr., I have not seen him at all in the second quarter for the Rockets, I should say. The lead is up to 17 again. Sinks them both. That's 22 for him, 19 of those in the second quarter for Jalen Williams. And Sengun will get an easy layup there. The lead is back down to 15. We got Luguentz-Dort. Feeds it back over to Williams. He'll shoot the three. He'll drain the three. Oh my gosh. 25 points in the game so far in this first half. 22 of those coming here in the second quarter. Okogie. Lead up to 18. That's their largest. Feeds it back over to Durant. Durant with a bucket. That's good. The shot, that's good. That's only 12 points for KD. A guy who can get you 30, 40 points a game. Is it over to Hartenstein? Back over to Jalen Williams. Williams feeds it over to Holmgren. Holmgren, he'll get the layup, and the lead is back up to 18 again. 14 assists so far for the OKC Thunder in this game. They had 26 in total. Easton finding over to Sengun. Under 2 minutes to play. Durant shoots the three. That's in there. That's 15 for him. And the Rockets within 15. They'd be down by 30 if he didn't score any points. Over to Luguentz-Dort. Find it over to Williams. He'll shoot the three. He'll make the three again. That's 28 for him. 25 of those now here in the second quarter. Durant. It's coming around. He'll make the shot up. That is no good. Holmgren coming down with the rebound. SGA has it. 26 rebounds for the Thunder, the 17 for the Rockets. As I said, the Thunder have not trailed in this game. They have not trailed at all here in Houston. And there it is. Williams, 30 points, 27 of those here in the second quarter. He's had a second quarter to remember, and the lead is up to 20. Remember, the game was only a 2-point game going into the second quarter. Durant, that is no good. It was only a 2-point game going into the second quarter. In fact, Houston scored the first 2 points to tie the game. But since then, as you see, another made three. Williams again, I believe. Is that Williams again? 33? 30 of them here in this quarter? He struggled to start off this game, I'll tell you that right now, but he's been hot. Holmgren will miss that one. Shot clock turned off. Williams needs it back over to Hartenstein, over to SGA. Shot clock turned off. 8 seconds to play until halftime. Gilgeous-Alexander feeds it over to Holmgren. Holmgren with the slam dunk. Oh my gosh. And that will do it. We are at halftime here. It is the Oklahoma City Thunder 66, the Rockets 41. Thunder outscored the Rockets 44-21 in the second quarter, by the way. I hope, if you're still watching this, I hope you like this video as well as comment on this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so just yet. And if you enjoy my content and you want to support me financially, there is a link in the description down below to my Cash App, as well as where you can follow me on X and Instagram. And with that, I am Vinny from vdubproductions, Productions, and I'm going to send it to halftime. We'll see you guys in the second half. Back here, getting ready to start the third quarter, 66-41. As we look at SGA highlights, I mean, you see SGA, but we're looking at the Jalen Williams highlights. 33 points in that first half. He had 30 of those in that second quarter. 33 of the 44 points that were scored by the Thunder. As we have the starting lineups, I believe, are out for both teams, as we got Holiday, Thompson, Sengun, Durant, Jabari Smith Jr., and for the Thunder, it is SGA, Dort, Williams, Holmgren, and Hartenstein. There's a three-point attempt, no good. SGA grabbing a rebound there. Williams, and he's continuing that hot start. It looks like he has not cooled down. That halftime break did not cool him down. That's 35 for him. His first 2 points already here in the second half. Holiday feeds it over to Thompson. That's no good. SGA, no points for the Rockets in the last 2.5 minutes. That is dating back, of course, to the end of the first half. And there, Williams, another bucket. That's the first 4 points for him. That's 37 already. 70-41. He's had 34 of those points since the start of the second quarter. Smith Jr., he'll shoot the three. He'll make the three. And the Rockets needed that. Down by 29. So we're over a minute into the third quarter. SGA feeds it over to Dort. He'll shoot the three. He'll make the three. They'll lead up to 29 once again. Look at that. Somebody other than the Jalen Williams, the Jalen Williams. So we're a minute and a half into the third quarter, 73-44. Durant will shoot the three. That's no good. Lugens-Dort will come down with the rebound. 15 for KD. SGA will get the slam dunk, and the lead is up to 31. I'll tell you, the Thunder did not look like they're gonna play games here in Houston. You see Durant, he'll shoot the three. That's 18 for him. Smith Jr. looks like he had the assist there. 75-47. There's SGA with the slam dunk, and the lead is up to 30 once again. That's only 12 points for SGA, plus 27 out on the court, 6 of 10 shooting. As I said, SGA averaged nearly 37 points a game during the regular season. That was tops. He's not really needed that much as far as scoring. I mean, he is productive. Don't get me wrong. As you see, Durant with the layup there, that's 20 for him. 28-point lead for the Thunder. Feeds it back over to Holmgren. 15 on the shot clock. Over to SGA. Feeds it back over to Williams. He'll shoot the three, and that's no good. Hey, he missed a shot. Holiday. Feeds it back over to Amen Thompson. 3 minutes into the second half. Feeds it over to Smith Jr. He'll shoot the three. He'll make the three. $77-52. Hartenstein, 10 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to SGA. He'll shoot the three. He'll miss it. Thompson coming down with a rebound. 3.5 into the third quarter. Feeds it over to Durant. KD back over to Amen Thompson. Over to Alperen Sengun. Sengun will get the layup opportunity. No good. Hartenstein grabbing a rebound. SGA has it. Feeds it over to Jalen Williams. He's going to go to the line, shooting two. Like I said, he has 4 points in this quarter already, and he's at 37 already. He was only held to 3 points in the first quarter. He had 33 in all game two, as I said. Held to 3 points, and then he just went on fire in that second quarter. Matching his game 3 total, and now he surpassed it here in the second half. And he'll miss the first one. Rockets fans are probably looking at their social media to figure out what time tickets for Game 6 will go on sale, because as of right now, it looks like we will have a Game 6. And he'll drain that one. That's 38 points for him after that made free throw here. 4 minutes into the third quarter, as we'll have a timeout called by the Rockets. 7:59 to play in the third. Thunder leading at 78-52. We are coming out of timeout. We look at the three-point percentage leadership. Jabari Smith Jr. second in the league at 48.1%. And you still got Buzelis leading with hitting over 50% of his three-point shots. And his team's been eliminated for quite some time now. I think they were the first team to be eliminated, actually. You see Durant feeding it over to Smith Jr. We got 10 on the shot clock. Back over to Aaron Holiday. Holiday feeds it back over to Durant. We got 5 on the shot clock. Durant feeds it back over to Holiday. He'll shoot the three, and that is no good, but Sengun will get the offensive rebound and a put-in. It's back to a 24-point game again. That's actually the closest they have been so far in the second half. Dort feeds it back over to Jalen Williams. Williams coming around, feeds it over to Holmgren. He'll shoot the three. That is no good. Hartenstein gets the offensive rebound and a put-in. Thunder shooting 32 of 54. The Rockets only 21 of 50. Amen Thompson. He's coming around, and he'll put the shot up. That's good, and the lead back to 24 again. 6:48 to play in the third. 80-56. Thunder on top. As I said, they have not trailed for a single second here in the third quarter, or here at any of these games. Williams will miss that one. They were briefly tied at 22 in this game. That was it. That is the only tie that this game has had outside of 0-0 between this and Game 3. Durant coming around with a layup. That is no good. He'll get the offensive rebound and the put in. Second chance points for him. That's 22 for Durant. Rockets within 22 as we're approaching the halfway point of the third quarter here. 6 minutes here. 15 on the shot clock now. Hartenstein feeding it over to SGA. SGA coming with the layup. That's no good. Durant coming with the rebound. He still has it over to Smith Jr. Smith Jr. coming around with the layup. That's good. Rockets within 20. Let's just say that the largest lead was 31 at one point, and there is Hartenstein getting the offensive rebound, and he'll get the put in. Lead up to 22 again. KD crossing the half-court line. At 15 on the shot clock, feeds it over to Sengun. Sengun with the layup. And once again, the Thunder within 20. And we'll have a timeout called by the Thunder. 5:02 to play in the third. We're going to take a timeout. 20-point lead for the Thunder as we take a timeout. Let's look at the lineup set coming out of timeout for the Rockets. Let's see here. Thompson, Durant. I can't see it for a second. Tari Eason is checking into the game. Hartenstein will inbound it. 20-point lead. That's the closest the Rockets have been so far here in the third quarter. It was 25 to start the second half. Jalen Williams will shoot the three. He'll drain the three. That's 41 for him. 38 of those points have came since the second quarter. Lead back up to 22 again. Durant feeds it over to Tari Eason, over to Min Thompson. 5 on the shot clock. Needs to get it going. Min Thompson will put up the three. He'll drain the three. And the Rockets within 20 again. Needs it over to Lugan Stort. Feeds it back over to SGA. SGA finding Holmgren. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Kevin Durant coming with the bucket here. 4:05 to play here in the third. 85-65, Thunder on top. Game 4 of this Western Conference semifinals series, and the Rockets leading the series 2-1. 8 on the shot clock. Durant will shoot it. That's good. Rockets within 18. Durant has 24 points, 10 of them in the paint. We have points in the paint, baby. Williams will shoot the three. That's in there. That's 44 for him. Feeds it over to Sengun. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Holmgren will grab the rebound to Lugan Stort. To Jalen Williams. Feeds it back over to SGA. He'll shoot the three. Sengun grabbing the rebound. Feeding it over to Jabari Smith Jr. Smith Jr. finding it over to Sengun. 10 on the shot clock to Thompson. Amen. Thompson with the slam dunk. It's 88-69. Lugan Stort. He's back over to Hartenstein. 10 on the shot clock. Finds it over to SGA. He'll shoot the three. He'll make the three. We hear SGA every now and then, but see the game that Jalen Williams is having. 41 points. He's back over to Durant. Smith Jr. with it, finding it over to Sengun, or to Eason, I say. Durant will shoot the three. That's no good. Jalen Williams, as I said, he has 44 points. He'll feed it over to SGA. SGA back over to Jalen Williams, 15 on the shot clock. Williams feeds it over to Holmgren. Holmgren with the slam dunk. And we'll have another timeout called by the Rockets. 2:02 to play in the third. It's 93-69. Thunder on top. Let's look at the starting lineup set here. Coming out of timeout, Caruso, Wallace, Joe, Williams, and I couldn't get that last name there for the Thunder. Thompson, Durant, Eason, and then we'll see here. So Eason's still out there as we're under 2 minutes to play in the third now. 24-point lead. So it is Capella out there as well as Durant with the layup. That's good. 26 for him. Rockets within 22. Williams still out on the court, actually. 44 points for him. Feeds it over to Wallace. He'll shoot the three. He'll drain the three. It's a 25-point lead. As I said, I believe it was a 31-point lead at one point for the Thunder. Closest the Rockets have been since then was 18. Durant got 9 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Finney-Smith. Feeds it over to Thompson. 3 on the shot clock. He has to get that shot up. He does exactly that as we're under a minute to play. Jalen Williams coming around. Feeds it over. He'll shoot the three. He'll make the three. That's 47 for him. And 99-73. Believe that might actually be close to a franchise record. Durant coming around with a layup. That is good. 99-75. Cason Wallace. The shot clock is still on, by the way, folks. Feeds it over to Kenrick Williams. Back over to Caruso. Caruso finds it over to Isaiah Joe. Back over to Caruso. Feeds it over to Jalen Williams. He's at 47. Caruso, he'll shoot the three. He'll miss that one. Eason grabbing a rebound. Eason, deep three, and that will do it. We are at the end of the third quarter. The Oklahoma City Thunder still remaining on top. They lead it by 24, 99-75. Don't forget to like, comment, and hit that subscribe button. We'll be back to start the fourth quarter right after this. Fourth quarter here as we're going to start off with the State Farm assist of the game. And that will go to Jalen Williams on an Cason Wallace three-pointer here. So Jalen Williams still out on the court. So we have Jalen Williams, Kenrick Williams, Cason Wallace, Alex Caruso, and Isaiah Joe. That is the lineup set. As Wallace will shoot the three. And the Thunder have reached the century mark. They're up by 27. We got Holiday Sengun as Holiday will sink the three there. So it is Holiday, Sengun, Eason. And then I believe that will be Finney-Smith and quite possibly Capella, I think. And yeah, that is, no, that's not Eason. Never mind. I did say Eason. Sengun will get the slam dunk, though. No, so Capella's not out on the court because he's a center. I wish they had the lineup set for both teams to start the quarters instead of me just having to guess. It's a 22-point game. Williams, that's no good. They must really want to try to get Williams a 50-point game here, and Kenrick Williams will come with the steal over to Cason Wallace. He's going to go to the line, shooting two as a Kogi. So it is a Kogi that was out on the court. So that officially completes the lineup set there. So Cason Wallace going to go to the line, shooting two with 10:36 to play in the fourth. The Thunder leading it by 22. They led by as many as 31 points off of assists, 66 points off of assists, 18 three-pointers made. And Wallace will hit the first one and it'll lead up to 23. The Thunder are okay with making one more trip to Houston because that means they would win this game and send it to guarantee a game 6. I'm sure some Rockets fans begrudgingly are going to be checking an eye on when Game 6 tickets go on sale. To see Sengun with the layup there. 104-82. That with 10:20 to play here in the fourth. That was the final score of game number 3. Williams with 47 points already finds it over to Wallace. Wallace will miss that one. Sengun coming down with the rebound. We got Holiday. Finding it over to Eason. Eason will hit the shot. It's 104-84. Holiday, oh Holiday. Jalen Williams coming around, finding Isaiah Joe. That's no good. Okogie grabbing a rebound. Okogie back over to Holiday. Holiday with it, and that is a foul on Alex Caruso. That's a reaching foul. And let's see, SGA checking back into the game for Isaiah Joe. Caruso moving positions. 7 on the shot clock. Okogie finding it over to Finney-Smith. They'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Jalen Williams will have it coming off to Kendrick Williams. Rebound. Williams is going to go to the line, shooting 2. DFS. Dorian Finney-Smith will get called for the foul. Jalen Williams already at 47 points. Trying to get 2 more to get close to 49. Williams is probably going to hate leaving Houston right now because Williams will probably hate leaving Houston right now because he's had himself quite the 2 games as he's at 48 points now. And who's that checking into the game? That is Jayshawn Tate checking into the game. I believe that's the first time I called his name. Williams. This is the second one, but he's at 48 right now. It's his first point, and there's a shot. That's no good. That is tipped, and Kendrick Williams will come with the rebound. Oh, that's in. Okay. Thought that didn't get in for a second. I was fooled there. Jalen Williams feeds it over to Caruso. He'll shoot the 3. He'll make the 3, and the lead is up to 22 again. Holiday, oh Holiday. It's the best time of the season. He's back over to Tate. Tate will shoot the 3. Tate will drain the 3. And the Rockets within 19 again. 8:15 to play here in the 4th. Jalen Williams, the Jalen Williams, having himself a monster game. Feeds it over to SGA. 10 on the shot clock. SGA, that's good. Lead up to 21. That's 17 for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. As I said, he averaged under 37 points a game in the regular season, the leading scorer, but he's only averaging 23 right now in the entire postseason. Holiday will shoot the 3. That's no good. Caruso. But when you're having performances like Jalen Williams is having, yeah, I mean, it's good that for once he's not the top scoring option. Williams coming around with the layup. That's good. That's 50 for him. What a performance. What a time in Houston. As you see, Finney-Smith, I don't know why he's flexing his muscle. His team's still down by 21 right now. It's 112-91. For the Thunder, I don't think they might want to petition to have the rest of the series played in Houston, because they have not trailed for a single second. Williams has had himself a performance, 33 points, and then 50 points. That's 83 combined points. He's averaging over 40 points in just these 2 games alone. 3 on the shot clock. Holiday, he'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Kendrick Williams grabbing the rebound. Jalen Williams has it. His team up by 21. Williams, he'll shoot the jumper, and that's no good. Finney-Smith grabbing a rebound. So we got Holiday with it, feeding it back over to Tari Eason. Eason back to Holiday. Feeds it over to Sengun. Sengun finding it over to Eason. Eason will shoot the three. That's no good. Caruso will get the rebound. Caruso finding it over to SGA. He'll shoot the three. He'll make the three. 115-91. 24-point lead. Got Jayshawn Tate over to Eason. Eason for three. And we'll have a timeout called. 5:29 to play in the fourth. It's a 21-point lead for the Thunder. We'll be back. Coming out of timeout here, let's look at the lineup set for the Thunder as we have another premature player of the game update given up for NBA 2K26. Should never announce a player of the game no matter how the score is right now in the fourth quarter, but it is Jalen Williams. I'm going to keep giving this opinion every broadcast that 2K does this, but not going to complain about who's getting named player of the game right now. I mean, 50 points, you can't argue with that. Hartenstein checking back into the game. And he's still in the game right now, Jalen Williams. He'll shoot the three. That is no good. And there's a shot. That's good. Rockets within 18. That was Kevin Durant with the three. If I were the Thunder, I would petition the league as Lugan Stewart will shoot the three and go up by 21 again. If I was the Rockets, I would petition the league to keep the remainder of the series in OKC because they did very well. But if I'm the Thunder, I would petition the league to stay in Houston as KD will shoot the three. Back-to-back threes for KD and back-to-back trips down the court. However, the Rockets still trail by 18, under 4.5 to play. SGA coming with the layup. That's good. They're up by 20. Look at that. The Thunder shooting 46 of 81. The Rockets 41 of 78. I believe the Rockets could just be a little over 50% shooting. That shot is no good. Hartenstein will come down with the rebound. There's Lou Dort. Feed it over to SGA. Feeds it back to Jalen Williams over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein back over to Jalen Williams. Williams, he's coming around, feeding over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein, that is no good. Durant coming down with the rebound. Feeds it over to Smith Jr. Smith Jr., and there's a bucket right there. Forgot both teams are in the century mark. 120 to 102 right now. 3:20 to play here in the fourth. Luke Dort feeds it back over to SGA. SGA back to Hartenstein. Over to Jalen Williams. Williams will shoot the three. That's no good. Smith Jr. grabbing a rebound. Got 20 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Smith Jr. Back over to KD. 13 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Thompson. 9 on the shot clock. And we have 5 on the shot clock here. Thompson. He'll shoot the three as the time expires. No good. Hartenstein grabbing a rebound. I think Hartenstein, if he's in double figures, he should have a double-double. If not, he's close to a double-double in this game. Holmgren, he'll shoot the three. He'll make the three. The lead is up to 21. Under 2.5 to play here in the fourth. Looks like we will see a game 6 here in Houston. Jalen Williams will actually come with the block there on top of his 50-point effort. He's back over to Holmgren. He's holding on to it right now. Under 2 to play. SGA will miss that one. KD grabbing a rebound. Feeds it back over to Smith Jr. Back over to Durant. Durant. The shot is up. That's no good. Hartenstein coming down with the rebound. Jalen Williams. That's the Jalen Williams. We might have the other Jalen Williams getting ready to check back into the game. But this Jalen Williams will miss that one. Hartenstein getting the offensive rebound and the slam dunk. The lead is up to 23. 90 seconds of play here in the fourth. 125 to 102 as SGA call for his first personal foul as we're going to see the slew of substitutions coming into the game. For the Thunder, lineup will be Wallace, Joe, Caruso, Kenrich Williams. And then let's see, we have Shepard, Okogie, Easton, Finney-Smith, and Capella. So that's it. Don't think we're going to see any more substitutions. Okogie will shoot the three. That's no good. Kenrich Williams will grab the rebound. No points for the Rockets in the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Caruso feeding it over to Thomas Sorber. Isaiah Joe will get the layup, and the lead is up to 21 again. 61 seconds left to play. Rockets fans, you need to check social media to find out when, what date, and what time the tickets will come out on sale for Game 6 of this series. There's a miss right there. Caruso's just going to hold on to it. 15 on the shot clock. Caruso feeds it back over to Isaiah Joe, feeding it over to Wallace. 5 on the shot clock. That's no good. Capella with the rebound. Eason. 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Reed Shepard. 4th. Over to Capella. Capella. He'll put the bucket. That's no good, and that's going to do it here. They don't even have to cross the half-court line, but they will anyway. The final score, the Oklahoma City Thunder all over the Houston Rockets, 127-102. The Thunder have not trailed for a single second in any of the two games. They were only tied once besides 0-0, and that was when the early part of this second quarter for this game, when it was 22-22. Other than that, they outscored them 105-80. As once again I said, Jalen Williams, the J.A. Williams, getting player of the game. This time you go ahead and name the player of the game because the game's over with. But we will see you guys at the post-game player statistics right after this. It is time for the post-game player statistics brought to you by 2K Sports. We have start off with the home team as always. Kevin Durant with 34 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Amen Thompson with 18 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, and a block. We got Alperen Sengun, 15 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Jabari Smith Jr. with 12 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, followed by Tari Easton with 11 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. DFS, Dorian Finney-Smith, 4 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Aaron Holiday, 3 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. Jay Sean Tate with 3 rebounds and 1 assist. Clint Capella, 2 points, 2 rebounds. Josh Okogie with a rebound and an assist. Reed Shepard with only 1 rebound. Steven Adams and Jeff Green did not play for the Houston Rockets. Now for the victorious Oklahoma City Thunder. Jalen Williams, the player of the game, 50 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. SGA, 22 points, 2 rebounds, 9 assists, followed by Chet Holmgren with 6 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 blocks. Isaiah Hartenstein, yes, I did get it correctly. He did get a double-double. He had 12 points, 14 rebounds, 1 assist. Logan Stewart, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists, followed by Keeson Walls with 11 points, 2 rebounds. Alex Caruso, 3 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Isaiah Joe with 2 rebounds. Kenrich Williams with 6 points and 1 steal. Thomas Sorber, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. And you got Ousmane Dieng. I'm going to have to figure out how to pronounce his name. I mean, I got Google for that. No stat. He had no stats in 1 minute of play. And the Jaylin Williams had 1 rebound. AJ Mitchell, Nikola Topic are the only 2 people who did not play in today's game. And that will do it for your post-game player statistics. Say in the Eastern Conference, where we'll have Game 4 between the Atlanta Hawks and the Orlando Magic. The Magic took care of the Hawks in Game 3 to get back in the series, winning 135-109. They were led by 41 points by Desmond Bane, his first 40-point performance since Game 1 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinal series. That was against the Chicago Bulls. Game 1 of that first round series. Paolo Banchero also added 30 points for the Magic. But Kristaps Porzingis, even in defeat, as badly as they got defeated, he added 38 points of his own. So with that, we have Hawks Magic Game 4, be there or be squared. If you like what you saw, hit that like button, comment on this video. And if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. And also to remind everybody, in the description down below, if you're able to help support me financially, there will be a link to my Cash App in the description down below, as well as where you can follow me on X and Instagram. And that will do it for this video. I want to remind everybody the final score of the game. The Oklahoma City Thunder 127, the Houston Rockets 102. Oklahoma City were led by a 50-point effort from Jalen Williams. They evened this series up at 2. They never trailed a single second in Houston for games 3 or 4. Now that series is down to a best 2 out of 3 as they head back to OKC. And with that, I am Vinny from vdubproductions, and I am signing off.